Hey everyone, have I here been a video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, we're going to be discussing the upcoming new DOKKANFEST exclusive Super 17 dropping on the JP version of the game. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right in. And of course, last night we ended up actually getting this in-game message. And surprise, surprise, we are getting a Dokkan Festival exclusive Super 17. For me, it's a big surprise. I didn't think they would go kind of this route after the 8-year anniversary, and we always want to find out what the post-anniversary TUR is actually going to be, and Super 17 wasn't really on my list, but going to be interesting, and I'm going to dive into talk about the prediction or speculation what this unit might actually look like, and starting with this post here, which is a rough Google translation, a masterpiece created by two geniuses defeat the ultimate android, which is Super 17 here. Certain stages are going to be temporarily unavailable. They're going to go ahead and get this all worked out. We should expect that this should be dropping around the 5th or 6th. That's when the 8-year anniversary is going to end. Might be a little bit sooner, because they kind of generally extend the 8-year anniversary a little bit and introduce something in between, and this is kind of your in between. I'm just I guess happy that we are getting a extreme class unit, because I'll tell you what, that was fully skipped in the 8-year anniversary, which was a shame, right? I believe they should have added at least one extreme class Carnival LR or something of that nature. So we'll see what they do with this Super 17. Now, the discussion already is it going to be a standalone Super 17? Because they weren't clear about that, or could it be a fused unit, right? It could be an Android 17 and a Hellfire 17 that's a joint forces unit and then it transforms, or it could be an exchange unit, something of that nature. I prefer it not to be a standalone Super 17, given that we should expect an EZA to the yellow coin Super 17, because that's been an irrelevant unit for quite some time, and making that unit EZA and be more relevant kind of defeats the purpose of you introducing a brand new Super 17 standalone and also EZA the standalone tech yellow coin LR as well. So that's my thought. So if it is going to be a Android 17 and Hellfire 17 and then an exchange or a transformation, I think that would be overall more hyped type of unit, a more usable unit overall. So when you look at the categories that the tech LR unit is on, you have androids, artificial life forms, target Goku, inhuman deeds, power absorption, GT bosses, battle fate, and fused fighters. That's not many, right? What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 8, and that's like the bare minimum where I would expect a brand new unit to have. I'm hoping that they include, if it's a transformation unit or exchange unit, include a few more other categories that's going to make this, I guess, just a little bit more relevant. Now, if it is going to be a standalone Super 17, you do have 3 open spots when it comes to type advantages. You have the int, the strength, and the physical. For some reason, I'm just leaning toward physical, even though there is a SSR there. So I'm just thinking it's going to be a physical unit. Just don't know why. Just have a feeling. No really true logical guess. If logically it would be a int or a strength unit if it was a standalone Super 17. Now, if we look at the Android 17 and the Hellfire 17, the GT Android 17 is still on Android 17, so that would be the AGL version. So just know that the extreme units on there, not the super class, not Super 17 in the Android 17 MVP 17, right? So that's totally different. I expect him to actually EZA in this celebration as well. That's a very, very old unit, and that's going to be a fun unit to have as a defensive support unit as well. So making him like damage mitigation, all that good stuff, with increasing defense to other allies, that's going to be very, very strong. So I'm excited to see what they do with that EZA, and again, I expect that unit to EZA in this celebration. Then you have Hellfighter and then the Android 17. If they are going to go that route, they could add Corroded Body of Mind, I guess, and possibly Siblings Bond, because technically they're kind of like siblings, right? So I would like it for them to add that on there. I don't think Siblings Bonds is probably going to happen, but they could add Corroded Body of Mind. and of course join forces if it's going to be a 17 and Hellfighter 17. I think that would make a lot of sense. So adding a few more categories would be fairly beneficial. And even though, you know, if they EZA the physical Android 17 and this upcoming Dokkan Festival exclusive units physical as well, that unit, the Android 17 is a super class unit, so having an extreme class physical leader, that's where really the reason why I'm picking extreme physical as this unit, this unit's type advantage. So again, that's a total guess, total speculation, but that's what I'm assuming there. So what I'm hoping that this is going to be is a Android 17 GT and a Hellfighter 17 joint forces unit that then transforms or exchanges into Android Super 17. That's what I'm hoping. I figured the card art's going to be fire. Now, if it is going to be a standalone Super 17, I'm guessing it's going to have an entrance animation where these two units actually fuse and, of course, become Super 17. I can see that happening as well. So we'll see what that looks like. So my, I guess, say final prediction or speculation on this here is it's going to be an extreme physical unit. It's going to have the categories androids, artificial life forms, target Goku, inhuman deeds, power absorption, GT bosses, battle of fate, fuse fighters, and possibly add, I think those right there I just mentioned, the 8 right there is guaranteed. And then it could add joint forces if it's a 17-17. And then corroded body of mind is a possibility, and the savings bond is a little out there, but it is a category that Hellfighter 17 is on. So so hopefully they add, again, a few more categories. I hope they don't introduce a new category either, right? I don't want them to do that. I want them to solidify some of these other categories that we have. So in order to make this maybe relevant, and I maybe have to second guess myself a little bit because I don't think this is enough units, but the leader skill, they can do a triple double leader skill. They have to, because the limitation on the 170%, like they couldn't do GT bosses because it's such a small category by itself, or a double category. Could they do like androids GT bosses? Sure, androids a little bit bigger, but I think they can add target Goku, androids, and GT bosses all in the 170% portion of the leader skill, and then do power absorption and artificial life forms as the 30%, the 200% there. Now, kind of looking at the, and I should have did a slide for this, kind of looking at the options, you'll have like Metal Cooler, of course, Super 17, you have the newly EZA'd Int Cell, you have Baby, you have Gamma 1, Gamma 2 that you can be on there. You have metal, all the metal coolers, and that's kind of about it. You have, the AGL cell. So yeah, I think this is an okay team. I'm thinking it could go like triple leader skill as well, and maybe they add like Battle of Fate or something into it that could possibly make sense. But for sure, I think this is going to be an androids 170% with a 200% boost, because remember, the cell is Android Cell Saga, not androids. It's androids at the 30%. So the link skills, again, if it's a transformation, I think they might switch it up into from link skills, Android Assault, Fear and Faith, Infinite Energy, Nightmare, GT, Shocking Speed, and then Fierce Battle. That's what I'm thinking. And then if they transform, then they'll change the Infinite Energy to Fuse Fighter, right? That'd make the most sense there. So anyway, this is my speculation. Tell me what you guys think. Am I, in the right path here? Do you think it's going to be a standalone Super 17? Do you think it's going to be a 17 and a Hellfighter 17? Do you think it's going to be triple double leader skill? Anything you want to talk about in the comment section below. Love to hear from you. And of course, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time. Later.